A good day, you guys. This is the drafting gig again. Now we are on our third video, and thank you guys for supporting me on subscribing. Currently, we are sitting on 18 subscribers. Yeah. So let us jump in to what I actually want to show you guys in this video. So it is a very important part of the video or part of modeling in Revit or BIM modeling. So in here, I want to show you guys on how to deal with the view templates. I want to show you guys how to set up your view range, your view templates, your work sets. But for now, you wouldn't actually wanna you wouldn't actually want to know anything about work sets. So let us jump in because I also want to show you guys uh, modeling conduits. That is very much helpful actually in terms of keeping your cost at a minimum and not actually end up ordering some extra conduits or some extra conduit fittings. You just keep it in a minimum and very affordable range. So this is our third video. Probably on our fourth video, I am going to be doing some rainwater pipes, some SVP pipes, and some vent pipes, and some stop stacks. Yeah, but those are things that you would actually need on some high-rise buildings, very tall buildings. But we will also put them here. So, but for now, let me just show you guys how to set up your view templates, your view range, your how to model conduits. So this is really helpful modeling conduits because you would also here in Revit, inside Revit, create a conduit sketch where you would have the number of pipes and how much each pipe cost. So that is actually something a few quantity surveys would take in here just to make their job easier or their work easier. So let me not waste more time busy yapping and explaining things in here. Let me jump into what I actually told you guys I am going to be explaining in this video. So you would see this. This is a model from our previous two videos. This is how far we have got. So let us start by let me start by showing you guys the importance of having a view template. Okay, if you go to your properties on your left, scroll down, you will see something identity data, and then on the view template you will see something that is none here, which basically tells you that hey, I see this drawing and I see everything for now, but I do not consider it as something that can only show some architectural stuff. So let us jump in. For example, let us draw some conjugates in here so you guys can see what I am talking about. We also have a view range in here on your left, properties. You scroll down to extents, you will see view range in there and then edit. And then a window like this will pop up and then you can just adjust your stuff. Yeah, yeah, got top, cut plane, bottom, your view depth and level. Then you adjust that. But I am going to show you guys how this works. You have to be very focused on this within listening because it is kind of confusing though. Okay, now let us start by drawing up a conduit so you guys can see what I am talking about here. So you would come up here into systems and try and find some conduits in here. So let us try understanding since our conduits are actually some elements that work in hand with the electrical stuff or wiring and stuff. You see, you're gonna come in here, you will see ducts and ducts placeholders. Come on, man, you will need to jump on those and then go into, you would see plumbing here, different types. You see fittings, sprinklers, plumbing fixture, plumbing equipment, you see everything. But we are not focusing on that one for now. And then you need to just close this one. Simply are focusing, oh, what is happening now? Oh, don't just forget about it. Okay, let's just move into electrical. Now, if you move into electrical, that is where you will find your conduits. You will find your wiring, you will find your cable tray, your parallel conduits, your cable tray fitting, conduit fittings, electrical equipment. When we're talking about electrical equipment, we're talking about stuff that are more parametric, or we are talking about your DB, some sort of your distribution board, like anything that associates with electrical equipment, anything. Get your SPN isolators, your TP isolators, anything. You would get you would get your sockets in here, your switches in here, and anything, man. That is sorry, your switches and sockets. You get them with devices in here. You see, you got lighting, you got electrical. So nothing is loaded in since this is an architectural template. So just go back in here, you choose your conduits. So this is at 2743 millimeters. So you would want to change that into, let us make it 2.7. Then enter, you click on apply. Now, if we try drawing this in here, surely our conduit would not appear here. See, sorry. You see, you will not see you, but you will get this warning. None of the created elements are visible in floor plan. Finish floor level view. You may want to check the active view, its parameters, visibility, settings, as well as the plan regions and their settings. But no, what we will need to check for now is our view range. Go into your view range in here, on the properties on the left. Scroll down, man. Click on your view range. You will check your view range here. These are the settings I normally use to see everything that I want to see. And I can maybe take 1.5 from here. Uh, what else, man? What else? Can also say this. Okay, let me just mark up plane. Let me just say it is 2 point, since it was 2.7. Let me just use so 2.8, and we scroll down in here. I just want to make this minus 1.5 and make this minus 3000, and let us see what's gonna happen. Boom. So now you would see your conduits in here. This is a pipe actually. I don't know when did I model a pipe in there. So this is a conduit. We're focusing on conduits now, but this a conduit without fittings, man. Just one conduit with fittings. The code coming in here, you check here. There are no fittings that are loaded inside Revit. So you just click on cancel. So you would have something like this. Let us delete this one, create another one, conduit. You see? But now you will see this here. We cannot create a band in there, a 90-degree band or 45-degree band. Why? That is because we have no families or bands that are loaded in for our conduits in here. So you might want to click on escape, come back and click click on your conduits. One in here, you would want to go to insert. You're loading in families now, conduit families. So you would see this list in here, just like we done on the windows and the doors. But now you go into conduits. Double click on conduit, double click on fittings. You just want EMT, or you can also use RMC, or you can use RMC. So let us go back and try maybe uploading in or loading in all these fittings in here. Just click open. This is RMC. You scroll down, and then click shift, and then click on the bottom, and then you click on the open. It's going to be loading in all different types of conduit fittings that are associated with RMC, and you also would want to do the same for EMT. If you just come here, edit type, you will see that you have EMT, IMC, and then RMC. So let's try clicking on RMC, which we just loaded in. You will see that we have its fittings now. Then you would want to close it. Also, the T, you also have transition, your cross, sorry, you have your transitions, you have your union in here. So you would want to just loading every fitting in here. So go back into loading in families, done with RMC, we loading in now RMC. Just gotta wait for it, finishes up loading in. Well, this is the same procedure also whenever you are drawing up pipes. So if you click on your pipe in here, go to edit tab, we got EMT, but we want RMC. You're gonna see it has its fittings now. You got its heat, your cross transitions, everything. But what is very much confusing about the EMT that we gonna load in now, the EMT, is that it only has a few bands. Well, it is not like the others. So we go to insert again, loading in EMC fittings, EMT fittings. So loaded it. There we go. So now you can create maybe your band in here. Go back to system, electrical, conduit in here. Now you will have your 90-degree band. Oh, sorry, you guys, I did not load any name. So you have to come in here. You're on the EMT. Choose. You gotta choose here, man. Choose everything. Uh, Conjugate ball, still standard. Uh, Fine. Conjugate ball without fittings. EMT. Looking for EMT. Just take PVC here. What if we actually take PVC for everything? PVC standard. PVC. Take PVC also. Take PVC. Just check anything as PVC, man. Expansion coupling. Prototype. Supply. Let's see. Drop 100. Drop it down. There we go. Now we have a band in here. You see, even if you try maybe, let us try 45, which is always going to give us a problem. But let us try it. There we go. Then perfect. Now, this is just an example of it. So let us just delete this one and actually go into our model here. So we have set up now our conjugates. So let us draw here a conjugate. Just type CN on your keyboard and just draw a conjugate in here. As you can see that a lot of things in here are in black and white colors, or shall I say filters. So if you see a conjugate in here, it is also black and white. So just a black line around, white here inside. So now you would what I always prefer, man, is having different filters for for my for my model. So you would wanna come in here since I've already explained about the view range in here. So you would want to go set up now your view template. Click on none here. Just select this architectural plan. Then you will see some things in here will change. There we go. Now we do not see our conduit now. You have to go back to your view range, but now your view range should be grayed out. Definitely, you see, it is grayed out because now we are using a different template. So you gotta see here your view templates, going to architectural plan. Sorry, guys. Uh, just untick here, untick, then click apply and OK. Your view range should be editable right now. There we go. Just type in 6.5 again. This is 1.5. It is okay. Just type, no, this is not okay. Just type in 2.8. Yeah, you just use 1.5. Go on, use minus. Let me just use minus 3000 because they should be giving me a warning if I use 2000 in here. Oh, they didn't. Okay, that is fine. So you have your conjugate in here, but now it is a line. You just come here in your detail level. Oh snap, everything is grayed out in here. Everything is grayed out. You go back to your view template because now the architectural view template comes up with a lot of different settings. You see, it is not the same as none. So now, but having a view template is very important, guys. So just scroll down, just untick your detail level, untick here, so it will appear in here in your model. You go into mode of display. I should be seeing mode of display in here. There's a mode of display. Untick it. Just click on apply. Surely now you'll be able to edit everything in here. There we go. Now I'm a pick fine in here. Yeah, I'm a pick shaded. Now if I pick shaded, I'll be see stuff like this. Give me consistent colors, uh, textures. You see, this is very interesting. I love Revit. I love Revit when it does this, man. Realistic. You see, there we go. But let us go back to hidden line, man. So now, as you can see, that all our walls in here are black and white, and our conduit is also black and white. So what can I do to change this? So go back to your architectural plan. You go to filters. You edit in here. Surely you would want to create something new. Just say maybe walls. Just click on OK. Scroll down to your walls here. Tick your walls and just say in here width, just choose width in here. Should be equals to 150. Just click apply and then just say okay. And then you come here into add. You're adding now a wall into your filters. Now you definitely wanna choose maybe a color for your walls in here. Patterns, you go in patterns, solid. Hey, I just want red, man. I love red. Yeah, click OK. Put the lines solid. I just want black. Yeah, these are the lines that will be going around my so it didn't change. So we have to look at maybe one thing here that is similar to every wall. Just go into edit type. So width is 150, absorbance, so keynotes is F10, default, absorbance 0.7, roughness is 3. Okay, let us check the other ones. We gotta check what is actually similar. So you can see that you guys, every keynote in here, every wall has a keynote of F10. Just say okay. Now go back to your architectural view templates. Now we're gonna try using F10 in here. Clicking this, we say edit on our walls. We're looking for keynote. Let us see if we have there we go, keynote. We're just looking for F10. So anything that contains a keynote of F10 is going to turn uh, into red in here. Oh no, what is happening now? There we go. But now, what is what is what's going to be a problem for us is this 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 conjure pop in here. So it will actually force us to go back into file so we can see what is happening. Got a little bit of a red in here, maybe down on our windows. So let us now change, because whenever you are finished with this, I am going to show you guys on setting up your work sets and then putting everything into its different work sets. But for now, we're going to model everything in this view here. So now, whenever we're finished modeling everything, the conduits, the pipe, and everything, we're just gonna duplicate the actual floor plan, and then we name each plan in there. We're gonna have some conduit plans, some conduit and electrical plans, the plumbing plan, the drainage plans. So let us come back here in our architectural plan. We go back into filters. Wait, let us try and see maybe something that we can use here for the conduit. Let us go in here. Let's try the comments in here. So listen carefully, you guys. Use first wanna create maybe comment in here. Just click on apply. Nice. And then you go to your view template. Click on architectural, go to filters, something new. Click in here. Name it by Conduits. Conduits. You click on OK. You search for Conduits in here. I want conduit and fittings, man. Conduit and conduit fittings, yeah. And then you go to type comments. Should be equals conduits. Nice. Okay. So going to add, we're adding conduits. Click on OK. You come here, solid. So I just want my conduits maybe to look, let us say blue. Yeah, gotta use blue, black in here. Okay, click on apply. There we go. Now your conduits are gonna change into blue. So whenever you just say create similar, you'll see S on your keyboard. Whenever you're drawing the conduits, it's gonna be turning into blue. But now, what is very much confusing for me now is my fittings in here. You see, let's try see. Just type comments in here. Just say conduit fitting. Conduit fittings. Blah. Okay. Then go back to your view template. Uh, then you can go into your filters. You're adding a new one in here. Create conduit fittings. Things. You say okay. Click on the conduit fittings. Scroll down. Now you're looking for your conduit fittings in here. Conduit fittings. You're looking for type comments. Oh snap, I said size. Type comments equals conduit fittings. I would want you guys to actually choose the same color that you chose for your conduits in here. Makes sense though. Just say okay. You would want to use a black line in here. Just say okay, just say apply, then your conduit fittings are definitely gonna change. So so whenever you're drawing something in here, drop down, yeah, draw another. See, now there we go. Let us try deleting this one. Yeah, maybe come inside the building. So let us start by creating conduits on our above the ceiling. So you would want to just come in here. Let us see maybe if we are using some power. Sorry, conduit in here. Let's try using conduits on above the ceiling, and then we would later on drop everything down. So let us say we will be having maybe our DB in here in this position here. You just wanna draw maybe you'll be having some different types of some different types of conduits in here. You see, so I would create different filters for these in here. You see, so maybe let us name this one the blue one. Maybe go back to your architectural template, click in there, go back to your filters. I would want to rename this edit conduits. I would want to rename it. Maybe call it surely we're gonna be having a supply for our switches and sockets. So this is for our switches and sockets. Switches and sockets. So yeah, let us add conduits in here. But I think we would also want to change this in here. We just renaming them conduit fittings or switches and sockets. Uh, switches and sockets. Switches and sockets. Fittings. Just click OK here. And then you just click on apply. Just say OK. Just say OK. Just say OK. See if anything has changed. So now we would actually renaming them for now. And then we go back. Remember, we must have maybe your switches and socket conduits. You must have your geyser circuits. Yeah, geyser circuit maybe, and also have your stove sockets. Sorry, stove conduits. Your geyser conduits, your lighting and socket conduits. Uh, what else? What else? What else? Now, okay, let us focus on these only. Three. That's the lighting and socket conduits. And also we must have our geyser conduits. Yeah, we must have our stove conduits. Let us maybe try adding some outdoor security conduits in here. Let us copy this instead of redrawing it. Let's copy it. There we go. So now since we have different types of conduits in here, we let us go back in here. We'll say not only conduits but switches and sockets. Let's say there's a switches and sockets. Switches and sockets conduits. Okay, click on apply. The name, you see, it will change in here. It will change. So I want this. I don't want this becoming the switches and socket stuff. I just want it to be none. Yeah, just delete this. Say apply, okay. Now let us check if this one still has the switches and socket stuff. Type commit switches. Okay, let us do this. Delete these three. Click on this one. Let us use maybe description. Say switches and sockets. Okay. Create another conduit. Shouldn't be showing switches and sockets in here. Okay, so this is fine. Let us create maybe another conduit in here, but now we will be using our mark, which is on socket type mark. I just want to say this is mark 0 number 1. Delete this, supply, it's okay. Rename, sorry, just want to rename this. Let's say switch and sockets. Sockets, click on apply, let's say okay. Socket, switches and sockets. we will definitely have some different type marks in the air. We're still gonna change them. Sorry, guys. Go to your architectural plan, filters, sockets and switches and sockets. We have those. We just have to edit in here. So now switches and socket conduits. Now type comments. Looking for type mark now equals to 0, 1. Okay. Also our conduit fittings. We edit them. Conduit fittings. You're not looking, but we're looking for type mark now equals to 0, 1. Say 0, 1. But I think we're gonna have a problem with the fittings changing to maybe, you see, there we go. Now we have to change the fittings also. Click on this footing, go to, we do not want this anymore. We change this type mark into 0, 1. Say apply. Okay. Boom. Changes also. We want to duplicate this. Let's say this is lighting. Uh, no, this is not lighting. We say maybe this is a geyser. Geyser. Geyser conduits. Nice, nice. Then click on OK. So let's see here now we have some geyser conduits. Let's try now. Sorry guys. Drawing another, let us delete this. We already set it up. So we draw another conduit in here. But now we want it to be the geyser one. Geyser conduit. Draw it here. But hey, I am changing the geyser conduit. Let us put type mark 0, 2 in here. There we go. This is the switch and sockets conduits. This is the geyser conduits. But I want this one to be switch and sockets. But we can delete it because we already have it now. You see? Then we have the geyser conduit in here. Now it was type mark 0, 2. This is okay. We go to your view template, filters. We're creating now your geyser conduit. Now geyser conduit. Okay. We select here conduits and fittings. We say we're looking for type mark. We can also do this using the type comments. Just say okay. We're adding here geyser conduits. Okay. Clicking here. Let's choose a different color for it now. Let us choose maybe this. Maybe this green here. It doesn't matter actually whatever color you choose, but as long as whenever you're producing a template, so a layout, it actually shows uh, your legend. Say apply, say okay. then boom, you have something like this now. Let's just try drawing here. Go in here, duplicate this, we name it Giza Fitting. You can name it whatever you like, man. There's no need for you to name it the way I name it. See, click on apply, click on OK. It is green. So you guys, also comment this one, drag it, draw it down. So what we have now, we have the switches and socket conduits. You have the Giza conduit. We can also create uh, the stove conduit. Some people like having maybe a stove that is directed from the TV to the stove. You see. So let me create now a stove. Let's draw another conduit in here. Now this one is going to be a stove one. We duplicate, say stove conduit. We say okay. So this I want to do this type number 3. Say apply and say okay. Also the fitting, this is a stove fitting. Duplicate, this is the stove fitting. Type mark number 3. Say okay. Now we change. Want you to be stove conduits. Hey, I did not finish naming this in here. Rename conduits. Just click on apply. Then we go to our architectural template, view template, click on filters, we click on view, we add doing another now, stove conduits. Click on apply, go to your stove conduits, click in there, looking for conduit, right? There we go. Type mark, for type mark equals number 3. Just say okay. Apply, okay. So you guys, we did not add it back in here. Filters, we adding stove conduit. Okay, for the stove conduit, choosing the color now. Let us maybe choose red. Say okay. Uh, say apply. Okay, apply. Okay. So now we have our stove conduit, we have our geyser conduit, we have our switches and sockets. So what I want to see in here is can I have a T in here? So we have this. What I want is something that is smaller. There you go. You can also edit this to type number 01. Type number 01, so it can change. It is okay. Okay, change to blue. So these are the switch and sockets conduits. We are now drawing everything in here, showing our, we will need actually a switch in here. We need a switch in here maybe for our TV, our radio and stuff. So what we can do is just because you would also need create similar, creating a TV here. Should change this into this type, the standard. We're gonna change every fitting in here to maybe your type mark number one, which is for, say, okay here. So this comes in here. So whenever you were stepping in, you are able that whenever you are stepping in, you're stepping in the garage, you click on your lights in here. So this here is for your lights. Oh, that's a very small bend. So you move on. Remember, you guys, you're gonna have your deep in here. Try to keep this at an equidistant. Oh, what did I do? No. Cancel. Try keep this at an equidistant. What you can do is put a dimension in here. Till that's 50. You can also click on this one. Channels on 37, but I just want to keep it at 52. Keep it at 50. Then this is your geyser conduit. Surely your geyser is going to be sitting there. It is very far. It is very far, trust me. So now you cannot be having your conduit, your switches and socket conduits clashing with your geyser. So surely this is going to be dropping down in here at a 45, and then it goes, and then it goes here, and it goes straight into your geyser. Let us try keep this straight. So this is a clash. This is a clash. We do not want to have something like that in here. So I remember that I've hidden my section in here, so I can just unhide it, reveal, unhide element, and then we bring it here. The section. There we go. So I just want to see everything in here. Go to view. What I want to see here. I want to see what is this. Fine. There we go. Let me just use the architectural section here. So what we gonna change in here? In all honesty, I just don't want to use this version. Let me use this one. Say okay. There we go. I'm using fine so I can see everything in here. So we're having this conduit in here and this conduit in here. You see, this is the geyser conduit, which is definitely clashing with sorry guys, cancel. It is clashing with the switches and socket conduits. So remember that there was a T in here, which also appears in this. There's a T here. Hey, this guy in here is okay. Let's go back to our section. We should uh, so you draw your conduit in here. I want it to be in 45. 45 it down. Remember to change your mark in here, in your fittings, to be mark number 2. Okay, so it can change to green in here, and this one should change. No, this one, delete this one, and also delete this one. And this should be mark number 1. This is, I think this is a standard, man. It should change. Oh, it is also changing this. So I think I need to create maybe a 45. Mm, editing the elbow here. We say duplicate. This is the geyser fitting. Wait, I think I did create a fitting for this. Oh, this is the stove fitting. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry guys, this automatically just where is it? I cannot see it now. There we go. It also changes to green. So here, whenever you are having maybe a step in here, just like you do here in your section, let us raise this up. Then cancel. That's the least we can do. Whenever you're having a step in here, you just you would wanna take a detail line, take a square, and just indicate where there's a step. So the step starts in here and ends in here. And there we go. You can just change this into red and also put it on your legends and indicate that the red line indicates a step. So you can continue drawing this. This is a geyser fitting, man. So you were there. You have your geyser fitting now. You have your geyser. This is going straight to geyser. So remember that you had your switches and sockets, which is something you're not finished with. You still need also your switches and socket conduits in here. You also you would need your switches and socket conduits to be here. And in there, you would also need your conduits in here. Okay, let us change this. Also, we come here. You would wanna have also one for your room. We cannot have a band in here. So let us go back, create similar. Let us have it here. Then we change this fitting to standard. And then I think we are done in here. For switches and sockets, you have your conduits running to your garage, your conduits running to your TV and stuff. You have a conduit from your DB. You have a conduit to your bedroom, your bathroom. Let us say this is maybe a storage room where you would find your geyser and your washing machine. You have a conduit running to a kitchen, mini kitchen in here. Well, we would have a drop in here. Should be dropping down in here. So, which means we will need a conduit running maybe to our switches for microwave stuff. And then there we go. I think you would also. So this is the geyser. The geyser just ends in here. I should be saying this is a geyser and washing machine. So, but you guys can figure it out whenever you are doing it. So this is for your stove, which also will need step in here. It also needs to step so that it can allow so you can just align these, align this with this. Let us go back. It also changed to be blue. So we do not have fittings for our stove conduits. Do not. I think we do. I remember creating one. Let me see the stove fitting. There we go. The stove fitting. There we go. It is also going to the kitchen. Change this. Uh, Sorry guys, this automatically just ah, double clicks itself. So whenever you're double clicking an element or a family on Revit, ah, snap, it changes or it opens an editing menu. So you might want to keep this closer to you. Nice, nice. Uh, so I know you guys will be saying right now, hey, my conduits need to run down the wall to actually pick up from those sockets, right? So what you have to do now is taking your section to yeah, open your section. Hey, this is my wall, and then now my conduit needs to run down. You see, conduit will be running down in here. So you guys, this needs to be tight in the wall, tight in the wall. So just place it like this in here. This needs to be a perfect 90-degree bend. Let me just try this one. Nice, nice. We have a perfect one now. It is dropping down in here. But uh, but I don't think that's the kind of family you would want to use for bending down. So let us try clicking it. Oh snap! It started again. So you guys, I guess my mouse is too sensitive. I think we only have this kind here, so it is fine. We can just keep it like this in here. So what you will be having here is those clamps for the wall for your countries in here. You see, having this dropping down here. This has to be type mark number 01. Okay, so we can change it, it's fine. So it's dropping here. This one also is dropping here. So what we have to do here, since we the automatic bend will uh, not allow us to do so here, just draw this down and then change it to the fitting we had. So you guys can also download your fittings in BIM objects, BIM object, so you can just have a perfect 90-degree bend in here. You see. So let's take this back. There we go. Just look at our section. It is perfect. It is perfect, man. It is perfect. So you would want to keep on doing it like this, dropping down this guy in here. Change this one. Say duplicate. Name it stove fittings, or just say stove elbow. Just say okay. Change the type. Mark to 2. Click on OK. Okay. Ah, sorry. Change the type mark to 3. to red. So it needs to be tight in the wall. There we go. So you will keep on doing this here. Just copy this one to here because it's the same thing. Trim this. So this here. Then you have your fitting. There we go. Start it again. I'm gonna just press Control and here to select this panel. Say standard. There we go. I also wanna align it to this. Then that is nice. I'm also wanna take this one too. Maybe move it here too. Which elements now will be deleted? As long as nothing has been deleted for me. Something like this. We change this. We keep it tight to the wall. So you would keep on doing this here, dropping them down, dropping them down. So this is the end of our class, you guys. I think we have gone so far for now. So thank you very much for your time and learning on how to solve your problems here in Revit. As you can see, we have done. So in the next video, I am going to be putting some DBs in here, your switches and sockets, so you guys can see. I will be opening the 3D view so that you can see these. So we will be also solving this problem here, having our ceiling. You see, because now this is not the correct height actually. It's not the correct height actually. So this will be visible under the ceiling. You see. So thank you guys for your time and hope you enjoy the video. Ask any questions that you might need to ask. Thank you very much.